What's going on, guys? It's Lady B. We are in day 3 of the update sneak peeks, and today we've got something super exciting to come. Yes, it's going to be new Super Troops to the lineup, so stay tuned as we take a look in to what you can expect to see with the new update. Okay, so you might have suspected it, maybe you even guessed it, or maybe even somebody went accidentally off script and accidentally leaked the information.
Which is your favorite, and which is the one you are most looking forward to seeing in the game? That's a trick question.
That is a trick question. But I'll say that my favorite, I think it is the Super Witch.
What?
The Super Witch.
I don't even know what that is.
But either way, we now officially know that we're going to have the Inferno Dragon and the Super Witch join us. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what you can expect with these two new Super Troops. The Inferno Dragon is our new Super Troop for the baby dragon. So that's his little upgrade that comes here. And what happens is we actually get him equipped with this backpack, which is essentially a single targeting Inferno. So his Inferno beam is his special ability, and with that he actually packs a very powerful punch. Now we know that he's kind of a solitary kind of guy. He doesn't necessarily do his work quite so well when other air units are around. Well, it doesn't matter, because when he comes in strong with this beam that continues to grow in force the longer that it actually targets onto a single item, which increases all the way up to 1600 DPS, you're going to get a powerful punch out of that. So I think we're going to see a lot of cool stuff out of this little baby dragon, maybe for funneling, but even more so perhaps in defense. So let's take a quick look at the stats here. Again, anytime we show you stats when we're going into these dev builds, just pre-update, just know that they're subject to change. Now it's going to do 80 to 1600 damage per second. So as you are starting off, you have that point where he starts at 80 damage. And then as he focuses that beam on any single item, it's going to increase and continue to go up to 1600 DPS. Hit points is 2100. So he's a nice little tanky guy. The elixir training cost is 1650, and we have an increase in the housing space where obviously as we're upgrading these super troops and they're packing more punch, we need to increase that housing space so they don't become so OP. But this isn't a crazy increase. Where Baby Dragon is 10 housing space, we're actually only seeing the Inferno Dragon go up to 15 housing space. So again, we might see this a lot more in our defenses, but I'll be interested to see the strategy of using Queen Charge Baby Drags and actually sweeping through bases, how well this particular unit works. So where we have a really interesting component here is with the Super Witch. Now, before you get ahead of yourselves and thinking that we're going to see Super Witch Slaps and Super Gobo Witch, we'll talk about that in a second. Let's first talk about the fact that this witch is very different from normal witches, where a normal witch will bring a bunch of skellies, and say even a night witch will bring a bunch of bats. The Super Witch is only bringing one party along with her, but I think he's going to really count because he's quite big, and hence he's named Big Boy. So this tremendous skeleton that is actually going to come with her is going to be her super ability. But before we even get into that, let's talk about her stats, because we actually see her doing double the damage from a regular witch, and that's before we even bring in Big Boy. So she's dealing 360 damage per second, doing some nice work. This is a tanky witch, 3,200 hit points. But as I said, if you were worried about seeing these turning into Super Witch Slaps in Town Hall 13, that's not going to be the case necessarily, because it's 40 housing space. So 40 housing space, we're talking about, you're not going to see that huge movement coming through with witches just going crazy into the meta, but we might see it as a nice assist, perhaps bringing it into a siege barracks, as we see with Yeti witches, where the witches work along the outside edge to help with the funneling, particularly with the king. You can use it somewhere along those realms, and I think you'll get some nice value out of it. But you know, with these new updates and these new troops that come out, the best part about it is what we get to see shape up from it. So let's take a quick look at Big Boy stats here as well. And you can see just that queen alone with what she does is one thing, but Big Boy comes and he has an initiative of his own. He has 350 damage per second, and he is even tankier here at 4,100 hit points. So we are going to see a nice combination with them, but this is going to be something used primarily because you have to in moderation. Now that you've seen the newest Super Troops to come in action, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I want to hear which ones you're excited about, what new meta, what new strategy, what combined strategies can come out of having these. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you know when these videos and updates actually come out live, so you can be the first one to get in on all this information. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time, because there is a next time, I'll catch you guys later.